Hi guys, so there's been rumors that the UKVI no longer accepts bank statement as proof of funds from Globus Bank due to rejections, several rejections back to back. So if you're currently using Globus Bank for your proof of funds or you plan to use Globus Bank, then you should watch this video to the end to help you decide if you should back out now or maybe just go ahead because it is all a rumor. So first things first, hi, it is me, Udochi. I'm very popular, I'm very famous, you all know me. I don't need to introduce myself anymore, but yeah, I just need to, for the sake of humility, this is Udochi. Anyways guys, clock it. So let's get started into this video. Should you go ahead to use Globus Bank for your proof of funds, or you are scared, or the UKVI says do not use it? Which one is the truth? Let us unpack, let us unpeel section by section and layers by layers. You know what, are you ready? Let's go. So first things first, it is important to note that this news or this rumor does not emanate from UKVI. Like, UKVI has never said in plain terms or in any statement or on their webpage that you should not use Globus Bank. I went through their webpage. I searched everywhere. I searched everywhere because when I applied for my visa, of course, the UKVI published a list of banks to use: Zenith Bank, Access Bank, Globus Bank, Parallels Bank, Fidelity Bank, Keystone Bank. There was a whole list on their webpage, on their website, on UKVI approved website, not like third-party website and all of that. So I went through all of the list, and I saw Globus Bank. That was what made me use Globus Bank, you get, okay? But now I went back to UKVI website to check that list again to see if they've updated and removed Globus Bank or removed a few other banks. But guess what? There is no list like that on UKVI website. In fact, I'll include the particular, like the proof of fund aspect, like page on their website. So there's a proof of fund page. That's where you see that list, okay, where they tell you this is the amount to use if you're a student, if you're a child or under 16, this is the amount you need for your proof of fund. This is how long you should keep it. Like basically guidelines for your proof of fund. I have gone through from the beginning to end. There's no link out. There's no additional link on that page that links me to the list of these banks. Like I said, during my time, I checked and there was a list on the UKVI website, not just on third-party website, okay? So I was curious, I was confused. I'm like, the UKVI should have like dispelled these rumors by having a list on their website so that if people have doubts, they can actually go and check. So I went to my second companion, which is Cloudy AI, and I asked Cloudy AI first of all because I was in doubt. I had searched and searched and why am I speaking fast? I had searched and I did not see that list. So I went to Cloudy AI to ask Cloudy AI that help me find the exact website, like I mean UKVI website, where it lists, it has a list of Nigerian banks that students can use, prospective students can use for their proof of fund. And Cloudy AI even shocked me and told me that apparently the UKVI has removed that aspect from their webpage. Reason being that they just said, they made a blanket statement that any commercial bank that has been approved by CBN can be used as proof of funds. Like, not microfinance bank, of course, not mortgage bank, not any other kind of commercial bank approved by CBN. Already CBN is like the not the governing, but what's the word now? Regulatory body, okay? So CBN is the regulatory body, and of course they cannot trust any other person other than CBN. So if this commercial bank is regulated by CBN, they don't have an issue. You can use it for your proof of fund. And as of the time of making this video, today is Friday. What's today's date? Today is Friday, 29th of May, 2026. Globus Bank is still under the CBN and follows the CBN regulations. So I don't know where all of this rumor is, coming from. Anyways, I know where the rumor is coming from, but let us move to the next stage of this argument. Apparently, this rumor is supposedly coming from UKVI, a UK private education provider or something. Now, these people partner with like universities for, if you want to apply to these 6 universities, I will include them in the screen because I did not carry them off heart. Also, you can pause and read on the screen, okay? So UKVI partners with these 6 universities. I think there are more than 6 anyways, but partners with these universities. So if you're applying to this university, you apply through them. So it is reported that UKVI are telling their students not to use Globus Bank. If you use Globus Bank, they will not give you CAS because due to, like I said before, back-to-back rejections. Like UKVI has been doing a lot of rejections. I've been giving a lot of rejections to people who use Globus Bank. So UKVI said if you use Globus Bank for your application, we will not give you CAS. So if they don't give you CAS, it also means that you're not even going to apply for your visa at all that you get. So like I said, this is a rumor because I also went on UKVI website. I went on the news section. I read the latest news. From the latest news, I scrolled down even to news down to 2023, and I'm not seeing anything like that. So I'm asking again, how did this rumor emanate? Like, people, like, except you work directly or you're currently having a collaboration with QAH, maybe you apply to QAH and they have told you not to use Globus Bank. Maybe you should tell me in the comment section. Maybe that is the case. But if for a news like that, they should have made an official publication on their website so that people will know that, oh, it is not rumor and all of that. So like I said, I don't tumble the website, I don't turn them upside, I don't use all the keywords, I don't use Globus Bank, I don't use Nigeria, I don't use international students in Nigeria. I've used all the possible keywords that would have helped me find the article on their website. But guess what? It is not on their website. So, as a Nigerian who already knows that we love rumors, somebody can just wake up in the morning and start a rumor, and another person carries it, and another person carries it. Every other person will carry the rumor except the people who should make a public statement and say this is it in plain English, in black and white. You get? So what do I think about these whole rumors about Globus Bank and people who use Globus Bank getting back-to-back rejection? It's simple. Two things I think. First of all, more people use Globus Bank than any other bank, and the reason is obvious. I don't want to say it here, but you all know that the reason is obvious. So it's possible that because you have more people using one particular bank, you just get more rejections from that bank. Not because it's not a case of the bank. It's not a situation with the bank. For instance, if you have 100,000 people using Globus Bank and then let's say 10,000 people using F Bank, using F Bank. So out of the 100, it's only normal that you get more rejections from 100,000 people than 10,000 people. So if you're saying, oh, there are more rejections from, it's just because the numbers are higher. It's only normal. So if the 10,000 people guys receive like 200 or 300 rejections, and then the 100,000 people receive like 500 or 1,000 rejections, it does not say that the problem is with the bank. It's just the numbers. This particular bank is doing the numbers for obvious reasons, and so it's just normal to expect that when there are rejections, it should come higher from this side. You get? That's one reason. Another reason is that a lot of people think that proof of funds is the only reason people get rejected for visas. It is not true. If you submit a fake document and the UKVI can point that out, your visa will be rejected. If you also submit documents that do not align, that are not like maybe you say you finish your university, or I don't know, like if you submit documents that do not tally with your claims, of course you'll be rejected. Then when you say, oh, you worked at so and so place and you cannot provide a reference letter from that place where you work, you cannot provide a recommendation letter, you cannot provide an employment letter, of course all of these factors will lead to rejection. You get? So most times when someone says my visa was, the only thing we think of, oh, maybe the proof of fund was wrong, or maybe they did not get the proof of fund, or maybe no. So you get? So I feel like this rumor might be it's just a case of numbers, and then the fact that a lot of people assumptions that rejections are due to the fact that it's proof of fund, when there are 1,001 reasons why people are rejected. So if I'm rejected for another reason because I use Globus Bank, and the other person will now assume that, oh, it's the fault of Globus Bank. Does that make sense to you? No, it doesn't make sense to you. So with all these things that people have said, with all these rumors that people are carrying around, what does Udochi think about using Globus Bank? So first things first, I have many thoughts, but first things first, verify your source. I come from a journalism background, and in journalism, the source is as important as the information you're passing. So even when an information is true, if you get it from the wrong source, you will not be regarded as a reliable person. So when rumors like this come out, if you don't see it on UKVI website, if you don't see it on the QAHE approved website, like their website, take it with a pinch of salt. Take it with a pinch of salt, because like I said, someone can sit in their parlor, generate news, generate information, and then they go about saying it like rumors. Of course, this kind of things, a lot of people are applying to schools, and this kind of information is easy to spread. So you send it to somewhere, somebody sends it to somebody just like that, and everybody takes it as the truth. Everybody takes it as the gospel. Now, the thing about this rumor is that even when it is false, people are scared to use the bank. Like, people are scared to use that particular service, because I mean, the rumor is there, so you don't want your money to go away. So you like to be on the safe side. I rather use other banks, and all of that. So what's the second thing I think? Go ahead and use Globus Bank. Whether you are applying on that, like I said, if you're applying on that QAHE and they have told you, your agent from QAHE has told you, QAHE has told you directly not to use Globus Bank, then do not use it. But if you're applying to other schools, go ahead and use Globus Bank. These guys are regulated by CBN. They are not a fraud. They are legitimate organizations in Nigeria, legitimate commercial banks. They are a legitimate commercial bank in Nigeria, you have nothing to fear. They are very legitimate, still in business. As at the time of making this video, there is nothing wrong with Globus Bank. If you are currently using Globus Bank, go ahead and do your application. Don't be scared. Do not be scared. And even if UKVI would cancel Globus Bank, they will give a time frame. They will say from January 2027, from you get so that those people who are already using it would not be affected. That's not how policies work. Policymakers will not wake up one morning, except in Nigeria. Even in Nigeria, as well as our mago government, is they still give time to effect certain rules you get. So with UKVI and with the UK, with developed countries, with people who know what they do, they will give you time frame. They say, oh, we want to implement this law and it will start from April of 2027. So if at all they want to stop using Globus Bank, they will give a time frame. Unless that CBN has revoked their license, that is when it would like take effect immediately. But other than that, you get, go ahead and use Globus Bank. There's absolutely nothing wrong with Globus Bank as at the time of making this video. Thirdly, it is possible that other banks are the ones, like other giant banks. You know, the giant banks in Nigeria, they are fueling this rumor. Mind you, Globus Bank is a fairly new bank. I can't remember when they were established, but I'll include that on the screen. It's a fairly new bank, and due to the ease of using their services, I remember when I opened a Globus account, I did not have to go to the bank to open the account. I just did it with my laptop, and in less than 30 minutes, I didn't have any minutes, my account number, everything is out. For the giant bank, if you've opened an account with the big banks, you know that it's not a walk in the park, you get. So it's easier to use Globus Bank, and of course it is more, if you know, you get. So I feel like the bigger banks are fueling these rumors just so they can have more patronage for their services, okay? So it's a cutthroat system. Marketing and business generally is a cutthroat system. It is usually the survival of the fittest. If your marketing cannot outweigh the other person's marketing, you have to devise new means to outplay the other partner you get. So I just feel sometimes too, because of the society of course we live in, I just feel like this whole thing was just cooked up just to remove attention from Globus Bank and then to the other banks. Like I said, even when it is a rumor, people will be genuinely scared. So even now that I have told you that go ahead and use Globus Bank, nothing is wrong with Globus Bank, you can't resist say, what if you get, what if this is millions of naira at stake? So you don't want to risk that. But that's the truth. They know that even with rumors, even when they create a false image in people's head, and then people have confirmed that it is false, there's still this fear. There's this fear it instills. So I feel like this whole rumor is orchestrated by the opposition to bring down Globus Bank. Like I said, I use Globus Bank. My sister also used Globus Bank. And in fact, my sister's visa was approved in 3 days. It was up to 3 days. I think she applied on Tuesday. By Thursday, her visa was out. So it's still Globus Bank she used. So I don't know why you guys are scared. So this particular video or this particular rumor, I don't know if that's where it started, but I saw an Instagram video of this guy making. I will include the link also. You guys should go to the description box. All this link I've been saying I would include, and go to the description box. That's where I will add all of those links so that you can see those videos yourself and watch those videos. So it's from one general Instagram page where this guy sits down in a very fancy office with good lighting. By the way, I'm jealous of the lighting, but imagine having to do all those aesthetics and then giving out false information. Why I think it's false information. I think it's a rumor. And then he calls banks, like he mentions 3 banks actually: Globus Bank, Paralex Bank, and Heritage Bank. Are you guys for real? Are you guys for real? Like, for banks that are approved by CBN, you're saying that the UKVI or he specifically said it was for QAHE. But like I said, if you work with QAHE and they have told you not to use those banks, fine. But up until this moment I am making this video, there's no official statement, there's no official article, there's no official release from QAHE on their website or anywhere else saying do not use so and so banks. So like I said, they probably are telling people on a low key, but they are not. I don't know. I feel like it's more of like an advice. Oh, do not use Globus because UKVI may reject. Like I said, if you have all your documents intact, UKVI has no grounds to deny your visa. Okay, have all your documents, have everything, do your proof of funds with Globus Bank, and trust me. Like I said, I can hold your hands. I can hold your hands to tell you that you are safe. Yeah. You are safe. By the way, let me seize this opportunity to answer a question. So somebody asked me a question that, does UKVI like investigate your account, your bank account, when you have put in money? A lot of people have said they call the bank to verify if the money is in the account and whatever. But you guys, I can tell you for free, well, it's my opinion, they don't do that. UKVI does not call your bank no shit to ask nothing, because it's an invasion of your privacy. Do you know what it means that you put the money in your account and a third party calls the bank? And if at all that happens, your bank will reach out to you to ask for your consent and your permission. You did not give, whether indirectly or directly, UKVI access to your bank details or anything that concerns your bank details. The mere fact that you have printed a bank statement and submitted to, that's what they have access to. They do not have access to come behind your bank to ask your bank, oh, this money that this person, is it in their account or has the person withdrawn it? I've said this and I've said it, I keep saying it over and over again. Unless an official of UKVI comes to say, oh yes, we'll contact the bank to ask. Don't believe it. It's just a rumor. The people, let me tell you the origin of this rumor. People who do proof of funds want you to keep the money for longer. Yeah, that's. I can tell you for free, like, that's it. Okay, so unless you are being investigated for fraud, a third party does not have a right to contact your bank. And if a third party has a right to contact your bank to ask for details of your account, it is in Nigeria's case, it is the EFCC or ICPC. That's the guys that are legally, what's the word now? What's the vocabulary? I'm running short of. That's the guys that are legally enabled to investigate finances. Yes, that's the word. Like, I feel like a professional right now. So you get, those guys are the only ones that can investigate your account or look into your account without your permission. But if by chance the UKVI wants to do that, the bank has to take consent from you. So don't be scared. Oh, they will look into your account to know whether it's a lie. Udochi says it's a lie. Take me anywhere. Take it anywhere. It is not true. Do your thing and don't be scared. Well, let me not say don't be scared, because in my time too, I'll be scared. Everybody will be scared when they're applying for visas because. Anyways, yes, I'm just here to dispel the rumor that Globus Bank is. It feels like they did not sponsor me. I'm just making this. It don't feel like they're no, Globus Bank did not sponsor me. I'm just making this here from the magnanimity of my heart, okay? Yeah, I don't like when somebody is spoiling business for somebody, and yeah, and of course it's easier and it's accessible to more students. So there's no reason why you should go or high up there when there is now. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. And if you liked it, if you're watching this video, you've not liked and subscribed this video, yeah. If you are watching this video and you have not liked and subscribed, they go thief your phone this week. No, they will not steal your phone, but why you not go even subscribe? You thinker, you reasoner, you good. Anyways, thank you for watching. Please like, please leave a comment, please subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow, which is Saturday.